have a best friend who I've been best friends with my whole life. I will insert a photo probably up here of us together. You know, we have been best friends forever. She's great, lovely. I don't know if she'll see this video. She apparently watches my videos. I don't trust that she does, but apparently she does. So we'll put it to the test. But we've talked about moving out together a bunch of times, and not happened yet, but it will happen one day. We plan to live together for a long time, hopefully. So I thought I could make a little apartment for us in The Sims. So let's get into it. So as I said, we've been best friends pretty much our entire lives. Like when I say pretty much, I mean our entire lives. I will try and insert some photos into this video when it makes sense to, and when, you know, it's not blocking anything. But we have been best friends for a very long time. There are a lot of photos of us together. Actually, I will also make sure she's okay with the photos being in the videos, of course. But I thought, you know, making this little apartment would be so cute. It's kind of, I thought it would be the vibes that she likes. Honestly, she hasn't seen this video. I have no idea if she's gonna like it. So maybe she's gonna be like, that is absolutely not what I like at all. But I think she will. I think I know her pretty well, I hope. She's a very important person in my life. She's gonna be like, stop. She's a very non-emotional person as well. But I tried to make it kind of the vibes that I thought, like pastel, kind of cute, like, and not preppy. I think the thing is, the style is called like cute interior, but I don't know if that's really, if people know it as that, so I don't want to be like cute interior because people are like, well, that's debatable. Well, and like it is, but it's what it's called. So it's kind of like high school vibes, high school years vibes, that kind of vibe. So the newer packs, you know. But yes, we have been best friends a long time. I didn't really plan what to say in this video, but I wanted to talk about us and our friendship, because, you know, she's great. She is currently, I hope she's okay with me saying this, she's currently studying law. She's very good at it. She's vibing. We've had similar interests pretty much our whole lives in what we were going to study, and I thought I was going to study law for a long time, and then, if you don't know, I decided that I didn't want to study law anymore. I wanted to study teaching. So I'm not currently studying teaching because in Australia, not at all universities, at the university I go to, they offer very broad undergrads, and then you can specialize in your masters. So I'm doing my work for what I'm going to be teaching in my undergrad, and then in my masters I will be learning how to actually teach. So it's good. You can also, at most universities, you can also just do a double bachelor. You have to have a Bachelor of Arts to teach at least secondary school, or maybe you don't have to have a whole bachelor, but you need to be able to take a certain amount of units to make up a major and a minor for your masters. So basically, just so ensure you have expertise in what you're teaching, especially for high school, it's quite important that you have you have a very in-depth knowledge of what you're teaching. Obviously, it's quite important for primary as well, but primary school is usually, you're teaching more basic, what are they called, like, not basic skills, but they're like building block skills. So things like essential maths and English skills and stuff like that. So it's not so dependent on you knowing in depth about Shakespeare or in depth about like in my other thing I'm doing, politics. So you don't really need to know the in-depth like things about Marxism or feminism or things like that. You can, of course, but it's more important you know how to teach the kids the basic building blocks, so that when they get to university, they have those building blocks to get that. So I'm going to secondary teaching, not primary. While I respect primary teachers a whole lot, I could never work with kids, like young kids. I feel like I don't know how to interact with young kids, you know. It's a very hard thing. I don't know, I feel like I'm much suited to teaching teenagers and more like what are they called? Subjects that have a lot of substance and like depth. Subjects that have a lot of like subject and depth, and you have to test on the knowledge of that depth rather than the skills. I feel like I also couldn't teach maths, which you need to be able to as a primary school teacher. I could never teach maths because I suck at maths real bad. So I think I wouldn't even be able to teach it. And English as well. I'm going to teach English. I think I'm very good at English, but I feel like teaching people English is a whole nother thing. Like I'm obviously still teaching English, but teaching young kids how to use grammar and stuff, it would be very hard, I think, because you can't mess up, you can't, you know, if you make a mistake that could possibly jeopardize their education. Not jeopardize it, but you know what I mean. But this is my bedroom that I'm doing. I like it personally, obviously, because it's my bedroom. I'd be a bit concerned if I didn't like it. I put the whole like streamer setup that came in kind of high school years to do, and I like the color pink a lot. If you can't tell, I also really like the color green, which isn't as much featured in this build, but pink, green, and yellow are my favorite colors. They're the best colors. It's non-negotiable right there. I put a green tissue box. I'm so glad. So yeah, I made my bedroom. I think I gave myself an ensuite. I don't think I gave Ebony an ensuite, my best friend an ensuite, but I'm not sure. I don't think I gave her an ensuite, which maybe she'll be a little mad at, but I did give her a little study room that was like separate from my room, so like my desk had to be in my room, you know what I mean? So maybe she'll be okay with that. Maybe she'll be happy with that. But yeah, as I said, she's studying law. She's doing really good at it. She's vibing with it. I don't know much about law, so I can't really give much commentary on law or lawyers. You know, I did the law subject in high school, and that's what made me think, oh, you know, I'm definitely gonna be a lawyer. But then I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to be a lawyer. Maybe I want to be a teacher. So you know, that's my passion. That's where my passion lies. But I also like doing this, obviously, on the side. Hope to still do it for many days. I clearly was not good at editing the speed build content of this, so that's grand. Really should have looked through that a bit better. But yeah, I think I also don't love this apartment only because of how high its roofs are. I don't love how in apartments you can't change the wall height. I understand it to an extent. Oh no, that's not an ensuite, it's just kind of a bathroom. Well, it's close to a bedroom, you know. I don't love how in apartments you can't change the wall height. It's really annoying because I kind of understand it, and like in real life you wouldn't be able to change it. Like I like the realism of apartments, how you can't change things that you wouldn't be able to change in real life. But you know, I also don't like it because it's really annoying sometimes because it's hard to decorate high roof apartments in The Sims. I feel like in real life it doesn't look as weird when you don't decorate the higher ups, but in real life when you do it, it's just like it looks more normal than when you don't do it in The Sims, because The Sims it just looks really bland and it's like, oh, that looks weird. But in real life it's like, well, of course you wouldn't decorate like up high, you know. So yeah, that's what I didn't like. I hope she likes her bedroom. Her favorite color is purple, to my knowledge. I hope she doesn't change that. It has been for many years though, so I don't think she will, but that is her favorite color. And we are almost at the end of the build. I'm good at building apartments. I'm a speedy person when it comes to building apartments. I feel like because you don't have to build the outside, you obviously don't have to deal with roofing or windows and all that. But I hope you guys liked that. You enjoyed it. Enjoyed my little explanation of what we're doing with our lives, me and my best friend. And I hope you have a lovely day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!